Well, hey there. Welcome back to the Two Stroke Turbo channel. Welcome back to the best automotive content on the internet. Right now, we're going to check in with my super shop dog, Stella, who is in a car sleeping right there in our sport seats, our OMP sport seats in our Subaru 360. Put the cover back down there. She needs her privacy, which is fine. What are we doing today? We're working on a car that we might be in over our head. I have never said those words before. This is a 2013 TDI Sport Wagon. You guys have seen a couple of videos on this car. I thought the timing belt was hard. In other words, there's a specific procedure on how to replace the timing belt within this engine bay, 2.0 turbo diesel, and it stretched my mechanical ability because you had to have a bunch of tools because the sprockets all can turn. So we got that fixed and done and happy. The next thing that we stretched our mechanical abilities on was replacing the intercooler. I don't know if you can tell, you can't even tell this black thing right here. There's an upgraded by 2 inches thicker intercooler, and that all went well. I got that car back all together. So the next thing we're going to do is the turbo. This is the turbocharger that we're going to put on the car. It's a little bigger, I presume, because the turbo in this car is working fine, but the customer wants a little bit more torque and a little more power, and I get that. I've done a lot of turbo swaps, but not on a TDI 2.0 from a 2013 Sport Wagon. Look at the space that I have to work on. It's right here. That's it. There are multiple sensors before and after the turbo. There is an EGR cooling system. There's a catalytic converter, 2 catalytic converters. There's an oxygen sensor, even though it's a diesel, right there. All the plumbing for the cooling of the EGR cooler. Let's go down below, I'll show you. What I'm getting at here is it would be easier to pull the engine to replace the turbo than what I'm doing. You got to pull the axle. I got the axle out over there. I've got some of the EGR tubes laying there by the rack. Let's just get up right there. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You got a little bit of room. You can see the downpipe in the bottom of the catalytic converter. This whole cradle's got to come out with the steering, so that subframe. This is all EGR cooler. That's all got to come out. This is the turbo drain. That's got to come out. This whole computerized system for the EGR has got to come out. The water lines that cool the EGR have to come out. Let's go back up in here. All that has got to come out. And it's all just precision piping, fittings, lines. I may have bit off more than I could chew. I just assumed this turbo replacement would be easy. The turbo also has a variable vane on it. It's not easy. I am a little bit stymied. I'm looking at this for hours going, how do I even get to some of the bolts? That's the first time that's ever happened in my career of almost 40 years. So I'm scratching my head going, how do I fix this? There's no YouTube videos. There's no shop manual. I'm just on my own, and I'm floundering here a bit, fellas. So I'm going to keep working on it, but this is a head scratcher. I'm going to loosen up a few more bolts, see if there's a pathway forward. I hope there is. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing my frustration, and we'll catch you on the next video.